Hello everyone, and welcome to my review of the LEGO Indiana Jones 77012 Fighter Plane Chase. This set has 387 pieces and 3 minifigures, so let's just go ahead and take a closer look at them. First off, we have a totally redesigned 2023 revamped Indiana Jones minifigure, which is just so crazy to even say by itself. This one, of course, is in his Last Crusade outfit, so he's got the tie on that he doesn't have in the previous movies and sports a whip with a brand new hair hat combo, which removed just gives us a look at the second expression, which has a very great likeness to Harrison Ford. Next we have Dr. Henry Jones Sr., who of course is played by the late and great Sean Connery. The figure sports the actual diary as an accessory, and it's just printed on a 1x1 tile. He's got the safari hat in gray, and that head actually has a fantastic likeness to Sean Connery in my opinion. I think it's one of the better heads that we've gotten recently out of these licensed sets, so here's just a closer look at exactly how that turned out. Next we have a character LEGO just calls Fighter Pilot, but of course if you're familiar with the source material, this is literally a Nazi fighter pilot. I mean, the only thing missing from the figure is a swastika on a red armband around the arm itself. So, of course, you could see why LEGO might not actually include that, but otherwise it's a pretty simple figure, especially when you remove that helmet. The set includes a little side build that has some terrain and a sign that says Berlin this way, as well as a warning of a tunnel. It's a pretty simple build, but I love when LEGO includes terrain in the sets just to add an extra background into the setting itself, which is pretty cool. One interesting thing to note with this terrain section is that this little pole connection and jumper is all one piece, which is a piece I can't recall I've seen prior to this. Next, we'll look at the car that's included with the set, which of course is Indy and Dr. Jones's getaway ride for this Nazi fighter plane that's actually coming after them. Turning the car over will give us a look at the 2 seats included for them and shows us our accessories as well, one of which being Dr. Jones's briefcase, as well as this removable trunk that just opens up from the front and reveals on the inside Dr. Jones's umbrella and a revolver. Placing the trunk back in is extremely easy as it's only resting on 2 studs, and the briefcase just slides into a little slot. The back of the car is angled extremely nicely with some interesting building techniques to actually get that shape there in the back. I think it looks so cool the way that they actually have it. Stickers are almost never an exception across any LEGO set you build, so it's no surprise this car's got a few of its own. And it's actually extremely easy to place both minifigures in the vehicle with their accessories in hand. You just gotta tilt that windshield piece back, which is extremely easy to do. Inserting both figures into the actual car, of course, increases the displayability of this and looks so good with both of them actually in it. The fighter jet itself is also extremely nice and eats up the majority of the piece count in the set itself, and I really like the color scheme for it. Actually, inserting the pilot is pretty easy. You just gotta remove this back windshield piece and place him in as such, and then close it right back up again, which makes the figure pretty accessible if you want to get him in and out of the cockpit itself. A closer look across the fighter jet itself just shows you such a nice range of deco and features such as the stud shooter. Each wing of course has a stud shooter, and it's extremely easy to maneuver those and reload them as such. The propeller is built nicely as well and actually feels like it has some real depth to it opposed to just being a shallow propeller piece. The plane has some stickers of its own, with one of the most egregious being on the actual cockpit windshield piece itself. This sticker in particular is extremely annoying because it leaves these sticky residue marks on the actual piece, especially if you don't get it on the first try. And speaking of the cockpit section, here is just a look on the inside of that with 2 meters and this control knob at the end of it as well. The plane has a number of translucent orange pieces, most notably being these flame pieces. I especially love how the back fin is built with a pretty substantial brick-built hefty feel to it. The last main notable feature to the jet is the fact that you can disconnect the wings, and the wings are connected by these ball joint pieces for easy accessibility. And if you've seen the film, you probably get the reference. Here's a quick look at the instruction manual, which one flip to the back will show you there's nothing interesting going on here. Not even an ad for the other sets. The Temple of Doom. So all in all, I would actually hail this as one of the best value sets available currently on the market. I mean, for $35, you get 387 pieces with it, 3 nice builds, 2 of those being vehicles, 1 of those being a terrain section. I really like the minifigures included with this one, and both vehicles came out great, whether it be the car or the plane. All the figures look great, and I'm very happy that we're actually getting Indiana Jones sets once again. So that's all I've got for you today. Please subscribe if you haven't already, like the video if you enjoyed it, and be sure to share. I will see you guys later. Bye.